I would say to choose a place that is the least daunting for them. So it could even be the interior of their car. If they feel their house is really out of control, start with a small space. It could be a closet, it could be the cabinet under the sink. It's really important to see success right up front to give them the confidence to know that they can tackle the whole project.
Everyone struggles with where to start. And the best advice I give them is, it doesn't matter. You're gonna end up trying to touch everything and work with everything. So pick one place that's really frustrating you. Maybe it's your kitchen counter or your entryway. Shoes tend to pile up, things like that. Just focus on that one spot first, and that will give you a sense of openness and clarity and give you the motivation to start on the next thing.
So think about what would give them the best sense of relief. Think about it that way, because I think once they feel that, then they're motivated to move on to the next thing, and they get more and more motivated along the way.
First, they should sit down with a pencil and paper and decide on their goals and priorities, and even look with a calendar. What is their timeline? When do they need things to be done by? And everything should be step by step by step. They should realize that it's a very, very big process, but you can break it down. And by breaking things down in steps, it becomes doable. It's not scary anymore. And I say to clients, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Don't go too big. Start something small. It's really easy to get overwhelmed. So start with a drawer. Don't start with the junk drawer. That's too many different things. Start with the silverware drawer. Start with just a drawer in your bedroom. Start with something simple, and as you feel good about that and can get that under control, it makes it easier to move on to the more difficult decisions.
In their minds. They have to be completely ready mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, just to be able to survive the process of getting organized.
Sometimes there's a disconnect between the thought about organizing and the reality of organizing. We try to make sure that they are ready to get organized, and if they put up a lot of walls, then we have to tell them, maybe you're not ready yet, or maybe you should think about it in a different way. Some people are ready, some people are not.
You have two choices when figuring out where to start. You can either start with the area that's most overwhelming, that stresses you out, and you would feel so much better if that was under control. Or you can start with what's easy, so that you have something finished fairly quickly and you have that sense of accomplishment. And it's really an individual choice.
Do not go out and buy containers. You don't know what containers you'll need until you've already whittled down to just the things that you really are intending on using in your life. Then you can start talking about containers. The most important thing is to take a breath and to realize that it is deeply intimate work, deeply personal work, and you need to have a good working relationship with your organizer so that they can be really a true friend to you, holding the light up to help you see what you want to see, what you want to be there, not what they want to see, what they want to be there. So I would say choose wisely, make sure to get somebody who has the training that you need, and make sure that you feel like you see eye to eye and you can create something meaningful together.
My favorite tool is my Brother P-Touch Labeler, because if something has a label, you know where it goes and you know where it goes back when you're done using it, which is makes things so much easier when you're trying to get organized.
I need a marker, scissor, that packing tape, the clear stuff. I find lots of uses for index cards for some reason, and of course those sticky notes are my favorite.
Well, certainly my Brother P-Touch Label Maker. That is my absolute favorite product. But I think the best thing to have would be a sense of humor.
I cannot live without my label maker, my cartridges, of course. I would say my labels, pair of scissors, rubber bands, stapler remover, whiteout, believe it or not, and a lot of other things, but those are the basics.
My patience, my calm voice, and ability to slow down my speech so that if they're emotional, I don't have to kind of take that in as well. And of course, my label maker.
I love laundry baskets when I'm organizing. 2 or 3 at the same time, and paper and pen to make lists and lists and lists. Even though some people can be typing it on their tablet, I like making the list and then I rip it off and give it my client their homework.
I think I've got them right here. My marker and my Post-it notes. They don't go anywhere without them. And my labeler.
A labeler, Sharpies, and sticky notes.
My tape measure, a Sharpie, and my smartphone.